If you're here, you're ready to take your free Google account to the next level. And today I've got the perfect way to do that with Gemini. I'll be breaking down step by step how you can start using Gemini for free. Yes, I said free, and integrate it into Google's awesome suite of products. It's all about working smarter, not harder. So stick around and see how you can get the best out of both worlds.
Welcome to Content Creators Connect. Here we are all about encouraging the three C's: connecting with others via video, content development that builds your personal brand, and creators sharing their experiences despite their distance.
As you know, I'm always on the hunt for budget friendly ways to improve your live streaming. And AI definitely has proven that to be one of the most valuable tools. In my last video that I did, I briefly touched on the various chatbots that are out there and are available for us to use. My question to you both is, have you had a chance to try Gemini and discover its potential? And which part of Gemini are you most familiar with? Let's hop over to Dory and ask her.
So I have not actually played around with Gemini at all yet. Um, I definitely want to explore it more, and I am really interested in seeing what it might do better than some of the other options, or maybe if it does things that the other options don't do at all. I would definitely be curious in hearing some of those comparisons, which would then force me to check it out. Manny, what about you?
So my only experience was whenever I'm doing a Google search, it seems like I'm getting automatic Gemini AI response. And so today, like even when I was like, okay, blah 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 blah, it's literally giving me AI responses right even before the rest of the searches, through Google searches automatically. So that has been the extent of my usage on it because of what it's automatically given me due to Google using it. Outside of that, I've been excited about this training because, I use ChatGPT, I use Copilot, to an extent, I use Claude, and that's really it. So it's like at the end of the day, we know how powerful Google is and wants to be. And even their search engines, like even today, Bing is still like not even relevant compared to Google. So, some people say they're losing some momentum. I'm not seeing any proof anywhere that shows that they're losing momentum. So now that they're really jumping on the AI, I was talking to a client and she was like, "Isn't it Bard?" I'm like, "They changed that a minute ago because they made their mistake, but they're learning from their mistakes, right?" So being that they have so much power the in the game on the search engines, I'm really excited about what Kevin's going to bring to the table because he always dives deep for us. So I'm really excited about it. My friends, if this is the type of content that you like to see more of, please consider hitting that subscribe button because at the end of the day, we know that there's always going to be some great value. And if you click on that bell, you'll get notified whenever we upload content or we go live. On to you, Kevin.
All right, let's just dive into this. And yeah, not even going to distract you with my video here. We're just going to go right into this because I am so excited about all this content that I'm about to show you about Gemini. It is so freaking exciting about what the potential of this is. So, first things first, you got to get into it. So, you sign into the Gemini app, or you can use it on your browser. And then, once you do sign in with your Google account, you're going to want to turn on the Google Workspace extension, which you can see here. It is underneath the cogwheel at the very bottom. You just go under settings and then hit extensions. And then this gives a list of all the different extensions that Gemini is integrated with. And you're going to want to turn on the Google Workspace and then connect Google Workspace and then you'll be able to manage items like your emails and documents. So you have to agree to that, and then you hit connect. Then just to take a quick peek at the other extensions, you have Google Flights, Google Hotels, Google Maps, YouTube Music. I'm just going to leave that off, but definitely want to keep this YouTube on for an example we're going to be doing just a little bit later. And then from that, now that we have Google Workspace turned on, we're going to go and have some fun with some new chats. And as with any other AI, you really have to get used to the prompt and the language of what to actually ask for getting the proper information. So now we're going to dive right into the integration part of it. And the first thing we're going to do is a Gmail example. And just to give you a little heads up, the example I'm going to use is going to be Rob Wilson, and that is an automated email sent to our C3 team from vidIQ, one of the apps that we use for monitoring our YouTube analytics. So, first question I'm going to ask is if you hit the @ sign, and then you take a look, these are all the enabled extensions connected with Gemini. So we're going to select Gmail, or you can just type in @Gmail. And the example I'm going to have is, and you can actually get very granular with some of these questions and prompts. So I'm just going to paste one that I've sort of pre-made, is how many emails has Rob Wilson sent, and what is the content of these emails? What is the latest email from Rob Wilson, and tell me the content of the email. Once you do that, you just hit your submit, and boom, Gemini starts going to work, and it's connected to your Gmail account. Now it's spanning all of your emails and taking a look at what the prompt requested. So first thing, 16 emails from Rob Wilson. And you can actually click down to learn more, and it actually shows every single email that it's all 16 emails here. And then the most recent email from Rob Wilson was sent Thursday, September the 12th, 2024. The subject is, you've reached 100 subscribers. The content of the email congratulates you on reaching 100 subscribers and encourages you to share this achievement. I thought that is kind of cool. And once again, it actually gives a link right to the email. And if you are able to see at the very bottom, it's very small print. If you click on it, it will actually go right into and open up the email in another tab. So I think that is pretty darn cool for it to be able to go into your Gmail. Rather than you searching yourself, it pulls out all that information, and like, what was that? Just seconds, really, to pull that information out. So another prompt that I have is, why don't we just type this up? @Gmail, and click on that. How many emails have come from YouTube informing us? I better capitalize that and that. That we have a comment on our video. And you can hit enter or hit the submit. And therefore, once again, just mere seconds, it's scanning and looking at our email to find out what kind of comments that we've had on our videos and does an analysis. So look, it's found 15 emails from YouTube informing you have a comment on one of your videos. So I think that's a really, really cool feature to be able to go in and search the analytics just by asking Gemini to do that for you rather than you going into Gmail itself and looking for that information. And another fun integration is Google Drive. So I'm going to go Google Drive, and I haven't tested this one yet. So I'm going to copy and paste the prompt here. Can you find all the documents related to stream assets for Kevin? And we're just going to hit enter and see what pops up. So yeah, we do have a shared Google Drive couldn't find any documents related to stream assets for Kevin in your Google Drive. So we do have assets, but it may not be looking at the specific, it may be looking for stream assets as opposed to assets. So I could, let's see, let's go back to Google Drive and paste that again. Can you find, just put assets for Kevin. And we'll see if that actually finds anything or not. But it's looking through all of the documents there. There we go. It does find something, but it actually reads into all of the documents, not just the titles. So I think that is pretty fascinating. All right, and the next one we're going to jump into is Google Docs. So at Google Docs, and honestly, I don't know whether we do have anything related to this, but I thought about find all the documents about templates, and I can't remember whether we do or not. And a way this can really be helpful is if you have a very disorganized Google Drive, boom, it's able to pull out all the information in the drive. So yeah, a document titled Dory Show Flow Template outlines a template for Dory Show on Content Creators Connect. And once again, if you click more, learn more, it actually puts a link directly to that document. So yeah, each one of these, there we go. So I think that is really cool to know where the sources are. And let's see how many, oops, got to go and add in the at Google Drive. Actually, no, it was at Google. Actually, no, we'll go to Google Drive here. And the prompt we're going to use, how many assets do we have with a .png extension and what is the name of these files? Put a space in there. Because yeah, we need to know what ones are PNG that do have a transparent background. So go ahead and hit that submit so it actually And once again, on the free version, it says, right now, the Workspace extension allows me to access Google Drive and Gmail on your behalf to retrieve emails, docs, and PDFs. So, unfortunately, it can't go quite as granular as the PNG, but emails, docs, and PDFs are the majority of documents that are in a Google Drive. Okay, now we're going to head on over and jump over to Google Sheets. And this is really, really wild because I never knew it was capable of doing this. So, yeah, I'm actually just drag this over for you guys to see. And I'm going to start a new chat here because this is just so cool. So yeah, we actually have a sample marketing budget. So all you have to do is do a screenshot and capture it because it takes information from pictures, and you are going to see something amazing here. So we're going to take a look at this simple marketing budget, and we're just going to copy and get that saved to our clipboard. Then move that over to the side. And then we're going to enter a prompt, or actually we're going to paste that picture and enter the following prompt. So paste that in there. So we're going to ask this picture that you have, give me the data in table format and be as accurate as possible. And then we're going to hit submit. And this is just going to, there we go. I'm just reading this, saying, as I cannot access a specific image you're referring to, I've created a sample marketing budget based on common categories. So maybe the picture just needs to be a little clear for AI to read. But it actually created a table here. And what the point I wanted to get across was you can actually export this to Google Sheets. And I think that is such a cool feature of AI. So now it's actually creating the spreadsheet. And let's open Sheets. And look, now you can actually go in and manipulate the data that's in there. And like, you can go in and change it, but that was all from originally from a image, and now it is going to Google Sheets. So I think that is a freaking awesome option that AI can produce. All right, now this is the one that really, really blew my mind, was the YouTube integration with Gemini. So what I did is actually, no, I got to do this. I went and took a look at a Mr. Beast video. Just took one of his recently random ones that had like over 100 million views, and I thought this would be really cool to do it here. So now you can do at YouTube, then you put a link to the video. And this is why prompts are very, very important. So as a content creator, you want to know, how does he do so well with his videos? So the prompt, analyze this video, tell me who the target audience is, what the user insight is, why it performs so well, and why the engagement level is so high. And this blew my mind when I actually saw it, because I saw so much potential as to, hey, why not? It was supposed to Let me see. Maybe I just copied the link incorrectly. Let's try that again. Don't you just love doing things live? Then let's try this again. There we go. I think I forgot to add that space at the end of the link. So, taking a look at this YouTube video, if you actually look at it, it was his Men versus Women Survived the Wilderness for $500,000. So, let's take a look at what Gemini was able to pull out of this. Saying, the target audience of this video are people who are interested in survival challenges. The video features 2 teams of 5 people competing in a wilderness survival challenge for $500,000. Challenge lasts 70 days, and the teams must survive on their own with their own minimal supplies. The user insight is that people who are interested in watching others struggle to survive in extreme conditions. The video is well made and suspenseful and keeps viewers engaged throughout the entire 31 minutes. The challenge is also very difficult, and it is unclear who will win until the very end. This makes the video more exciting to watch. And yeah, it just goes through more about why. And then the specific reasons why the video performed well. The challenge is unique and difficult. Makes the video more interesting to watch. The video is well made, which a lot of his videos are very high quality and suspenseful. Challenge is difficult, and the video is well promoted. Mr. Beast is a popular YouTuber with a large following. This helps to get the video in front of a lot of people. So yeah, it breaks down the reasons why it is so successful. And I thought that's mind-blowing, because if you are trying to cut out, get into a niche of videos, maybe you can find out what your competition does and why they're doing so well. So once again, it's using those prompts to find out exactly why their videos are more successful over yours. All right, and this is a really, really cool feature with YouTube as well. So this one is actually, it is a podcast. So at YouTube, and we'll paste that, do a space after it. And the questions I'm going to ask. This podcast was Ed Milet. Set yourself up for success with these daily routines. So what you can actually do, put the shared link in there, and then, because this is like an hour and 10 minutes, I'm not actually going to have time to be able to sit and watch the entire thing. So rather than doing that, I'm going to ask it, share the top 3 takeaways from this podcast video, and what are 5 actionable steps that I can take to set myself up for success, and give me specific examples from the video. And then boom, we take that, there we go, and it actually worked this time, and within seconds it comes up with the top 3 takeaways of the video. Important to be aware of your emotional home. It's important to work on your healing journey, and important to set yourself up for success. And then 5 actionable items you can take to set yourself up for success. Identify your emotional home, start your healing journey, set realistic goals, create a positive and supportive environment for yourself, and take action. So yeah, specific examples of the video goes through the importance of being aware of your emotional home, about his own healing journey, and about the importance of setting yourself up for success. Important to create a positive and supportive environment for yourself. And once again, it's very cool that this long video, you're able to get the top 3 takeaways within seconds. All right, and when you do start a new chat, actually, before I do that, if you do find a prompt that gives you some really good results, what you can do is actually save and pin it. For instance, it was this, and we can say YouTube content. And then you can pin it, and then if you wanted to use it, and then just replace some of the prompts with something newer or some different, you sort of have the base prompt there for you to work as a template. So saving these prompts that give high quality results is very cool to be able to have that for any time you do a new search. And yeah, why don't we just hit a new chat here? And when you start, you may see some templates, and definitely would recommend clicking on them just so you can get used to the wording and the prompt language that it's looking for, because those definitely will help you in your search. So I am so excited to sort of wrap this up, and I want to see my colleagues' faces as we switch over to get their input on what Gemini is able to provide. And once again, we're just scratching the surface here. This is just a very basic introduction to the integration of Google Suite products. So why don't we head on back and let's see their reaction. So now that you've seen all these awesome Gemini integrations, I gotta know, which one of these integrations have got you pumped? Which one are you going to dive in as soon as this video wraps up? Let me know, and let's jump over to Dory and get her reaction first.
Okay, that was really, really cool. You mentioned a couple of things that sparked some things for me in terms of like having a messy Google Drive. My drive at school is chaos incarnate. But the thing that sparked my interest the most was the YouTube analysis. Finding similar videos in your niche that are super duper highly successful, and then asking Gemini to analyze its popularity and then summarize its content. Yes, please sign me up for that. I loved that, and you did a really good job, Kevin, of breaking it down, kind of walking us through the steps, showing us where we needed to go. So I'm really impressed with it, not gonna lie. Manny, what about you?
Holy moly's. Just like you, that YouTube part was like, oh my gosh, really? Like, it really helps, especially as video content creators that we all are. At the end of the day, we want to know, like, what's making these videos tick, right? That summarizing it up as to what was attracting and what were some of the key takeaways as well from that. Those things were really mind blowing. But even the search features, like being able to search your YouTube to see what comments have come in, to be able to search docs, to be able to search emails. By the way, September 12th, that's my birthday. So did you send one to Rob on my birthday? Awesome. So I really loved what you shared there. And, being able to look through those things was like, honestly, Kevin, this was eye-opening. Where am I going to fit it in? I have no clue. But being that it integrates so well with Workspace, maybe I won't be limited, right? With ChatGPT, you have to upgrade, and then otherwise you're limited. Can you answer that? Is there like a limitation on how much I can use, or being a Workspace user? Because I'm a Workspace user, and it sounds like being integrated with Workspace really helps in a lot of ways. That's how I can do all the search. But is there a limitation? I also noticed there was some upgraded Gemini features, Gemini Business, Gemini Enterprise. And so I'm wondering now, because I'm on the basic, plan for my business wise, I only really got it for email. But to be honest with you, knowing that I can even do more things, now I'm like, okay, what else can integrate so well? Now I understand, after talking to you and after understanding a little more, that Gmail is probably all we really need through this. But knowing that it integrates with Workspace, I think you just added some value to what I pay Google every month. So hopefully they won't increase the price like Canva did. Canva gives us all this great value, and they're like, okay, now we're gonna increase teams on you. I don't know. Other than that, I thought it was. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I got to go use this more, especially since, again, Google is the most dominant search engine, right? And then second is YouTube, and you integrated YouTube into this. So I'm like, now I have no choice but to let this jump up there and see how much it rivals. Now, Copilot we use a lot at work, and obviously that helps you because it remembers a lot of your searches to help with future searches. But now I really got to dive deeper in this Gemini. Just as Dory was saying, she wants to dive deeper in Gemini as well. I mean, you really opened the door on that. So great job on that.
Thank you.
And to piggyback off Manny's question, Kevin, did you look at any of the comparison between like what we had available just with the standard versus what would be the benefit of maybe upgrading? Or
Actually, I was basically using the basic plan, and
okay.
the account that I did the tutorial on was our C3 account, and we're not actually signed up for any additional features for that. So it's the basic plan. But yeah, while I was going through it, there are some additional features and on a subscription basis. For some additional things, such as being able to do more searches, more detailed searches in your Google Drive. Because the one example I had, it actually popped up and says it's not available for this plan, sort of thing. So that definitely will be in the future, and I can see Google adding more value with different tiers of subscriptions. So the whole subscription model is where it's at right now, and yeah, it's hop on board now while it's free before they start putting prices on all these different tiers. So, but yeah, there are different levels and different accesses, but I don't have the higher tiers to see really if there's anything more that I could actually get out of it, because what we have so far, that's mind blowing as it is. So
That makes sense. That makes total sense. But yeah, Kevin, I was really, really impressed, and you did, as always, a bang up job with that. So
thank you.
if you out there in video land are enjoying content like this and finding it useful, we would love it if you would like and subscribe. Sharing our content is always a great way to spread the love. Visit our website for more information on all the ways you can connect with us at linktree/content creators connect. We are on YouTube and Facebook.
My friends, make sure that you drop down into the comments below and let us know what kind of content that you would love to see us cover. Because if it's one thing we do is we'll dive deep ourselves, we'll put it to use ourselves, and then we'll bring it to you, the audience, after we have put it to use. just like you saw Kevin do with Gemini, because we have heard about it and now he dove into it. So if there's anything you would like us to cover, make sure that you drop down and leave a comment. Until then, we urge you to identify and lean into your 3 C's. Start today creating unique content that builds connections and breaks down those barriers. Until next time.
And for the last little while, we've been talking about AI, but we've been talking about AI for a long time on this channel. Make sure to check out this video over here because AI is not all about work. You can have some fun with it as well. I did a video, it was about a year ago, if you can believe it, where we actually used AI to help create music, to create some copyright-free music for your videos. Check it out. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining.
Bye.